All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, y'all know if you watched my last video, it's a little outside of my normal context. But it was something that I felt need to be said, and I gave my perspective on it. That's that. You know, it's just when something is wrong, you get the right to say it's wrong. So, but moving on, trying to get back on track here. So, and a lot of Raven fans gonna say, yeah, we knew this. I didn't know this. We know that the Baltimore Ravens drafted Dobbins, who appears to be a really good running back to go along with Mark Ingram, and as well as they still got Gus. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I think one of those guys are gonna have to go, and I think Gus will probably get the short end of that stick. Also, they got Lamar Jackson. But speaking of Lamar Jackson, I was reading an article. I'm going to be honest here. I was just trying to clear my head and think about some other stuff. I was reading an article here that says, and there's two articles I want to go over because some things are really sticking out to me right now. But one of them says, it's titled, Lamar Jackson hints at significant change to his game. Now, there was an article posted on Sports Not. Just want to give people their credit. I don't want to take credit. I have nothing to do with this article. But it goes on to say, I'm reading this quote from Lamar Jackson. It said, I doubt I'm going to be carrying the ball a lot going into the future, Jackson said. We've got dynamic running backs. We got to have even more, we're going to have even more receivers. We got Hollywood, Mark Andrews, Nick Boyles, Willie Snead, Miles Boykin. We're going to be pretty good. I don't think I'll be running a lot. And now, the reason I brought this up is because I think this is the natural progression for Lamar. And a lot of people, one of the main, let me get centered here. One of the main comments I get is, well, Lamar don't take that many hits or whatever. Some people say he don't take hits. I personally, and if you go back and watch some of my Ravens video, I've said numerous times, it's one or two of those hits he could have avoided, right? But needless to say, to me, for him to come out and say this is something that I think go to the credit of this guy. Now, first of all, I've said it numerous times. I'll tell people where my admiration for Lamar Jackson come from. And it was his unwillingness to play anything other than wide receiver. I'm sorry, quarterback. I said wide receiver, what was I thinking? His unwillingness, I was thinking about what they were probably going to try to change him to. But his unwillingness to play anything other than quarterback. And it was certain things he just wouldn't do at the combine. He didn't want to go to a team that was going to offer him anything other than a chance to play quarterback. He believed in himself as a quarterback. He stuck to his guns, and by God, it looked like the smartest thing he could have done. And when you look at Lamar Jackson, especially last year, you say, man, that was the smart decision. But we got to go back and remember that, he was labeled as a project, right? Like, they labeled Lamar Jackson as a project when he first came out. He wouldn't, he didn't have the accuracy, or he didn't have the throwing ability, the ability to read the defense and all of that. All these things were said about him, and he turned around and he flipped that whole narrative. And I was just inspired. No other words for me to say. No other way for me to say this is he really inspired. That was inspirational to me for someone to take what, everyone said that, you're only going to be this, or at best you're this. And he turned around and flipped that and told the thing on his head. But the notion still goes on that Lamar Jackson is not a thrower. He's not a good passer. Everyone will talk about his running ability. But my question is that I don't think it's coaches. And coaches in the NFL, the coaches that got to defend him, his coaches, they don't think that. Because I'm gonna read you another article here. Because when you hear ESPN and you hear, Undisputed, they made him, oh, his running ability, how electric and all that, but they never really give him the props as a passer. But I read an interesting article here, and the article is titled, NFL Coaches Marvel at Lamar Jackson Accuracy. And it goes on to say, the thing that is not talked about with Jackson is his jump in accuracy. He worked so hard to get accurate. It wasn't a little more accurate. He's a lot more accurate. Coaches around the league marvel about his accuracy and how much he made a jump last year. Now, I'm saying that to say, I read the article because I always come to Lamar defense, especially when it comes to his throwing, because I do think that even as the MVP, everything he did, he still is not respected as a passer, and I do not understand it. I just don't get it. So NFL coaches marvel at his accuracy. He led the league in touchdown passes. He was unarguably the best player in the NFL last year, unless you want to go with him or Patrick Mahomes. But as far as MVP, especially that regular season, you got to give it to Lamar Jackson. So why is this still a conversation? And shout out to Ingrave. He put up a video today. He actually beat me to it. I was going to actually do this video. It was about, Lamar Jackson and, his receivers going to work out down in Florida. And to me, because you see, I posted, this is my third video I'm putting up today. The first one I put up was when I was talking about Dak Prescott and how he is going out practicing with Dez and Zeke. And y'all know I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm a Dak supporter 100%. But I questioned, why are you practicing with Dez? Dez is not even on the team. Why are you not practicing with CeeDee Lamb? Why are you not practicing with Michael Gallup? Why are you not practicing with Amari Cooper? And to me, I think the contract negotiation got something to do with that. But I want to say that Lamar Jackson, to me, he's as much as people, the hype around him, he's a worker to me. And I think that's what you marvel about. He's an everyday guy, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is he's someone that you can say, yo, that young man, he gets it. He gets it. He's one of those people that you'll be like, well, he's down there practicing. He's down there working. He got his receiving core. They're going to Florida to do some work. Those are the type of things that I just think that Lamar got so much greatness ahead of him. And to know that coaches, now this article is saying coaches, not the media, not outlets, none of that, but coaches themselves, they respect Lamar Jackson. And they understand, and this article is about his throwing. And I just want to, first of all, applaud this article because, again, I do not think Lamar Jackson get the credit that he deserved for his throwing ability. But the coaches get it. The coaches are getting it. And they understand that. And I remember watching it. I remember watching some of the games last year, and I was just like, yo, that pass was spot on the run. Like, even when he's mobile, he's spot on. And then you couple that with the fact that I won't think nobody would say they had an amazing receiving core last year. So you take that and you add all that together. I just think that we're from last year, we still not as appreciative of Lamar Jackson as we should have been, because what we seen last year was actually greatness, and it's gonna be hard to be replicated and I'm talking about with the level of talent. And what I mean by that is he didn't have the weapons that Patrick Mahomes had. And I'm not taking nothing from Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is on path to be a GOAT. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But I'm saying Patrick Mahomes didn't have the weapons that he has way more weapons than Lamar Jackson had currently. And Lamar Jackson ability to make that receiving core and those tight ends, which I'm a man. I do think that's the most, and me too. I'm guilty of this. That the Baltimore Ravens tight end core is one of the most underrated cores in the NFL. They tight ends, in my opinion, they don't get the respect they deserve, and I'm guilty of that too because of the spotlight being everywhere else. But that tight end core is good. So I just want to say, I just let you know why I'm a fan of Lamar. How I'm glad that he getting some recognition, if not from media, but from his coaching for his accuracy and his throwing ability. And it was greatness last year, and I think this young man is on a Hall of Fame trajectory. That's my opinion. I think he's only going to get better because he's a worker and he's going to keep trying to improve. A lot of people talk it, but he seems to be somebody that actually want to put that work in and be great. And with that being said, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, you guys be good.